This is a collective energy check-in and spiritual guidance reading. It is timeless. Whenever you're watching, this is going to be relevant, or there might be a message in here for you specifically. I got a very deeply layered Celtic cross spread, and I did a meditation before pulling. So everything I got in terms of tarot just reiterated my vision and what I saw in meditation. So I'm going to do my best to try to translate what I saw and the meanings of these cards into a cohesive message. The good news is that in the outcome position, I did get the Sun, which is ultimate happiness and alignment with soul purpose. So there's a lot to do with lessons you're learning right now, energies you're in, what's supporting you, what you're discarding, things you're learning. So I'm going to go into all of this in this video. This is Andromeda Oracle, psychic transmissions from the Akashic field. If you feel like anything resonates with you, please like and subscribe. It helps me pick up on your energy for future videos. So all in all, the collective is being guided to choose themselves, activate their inner power or solar plexus. So this is the sixth sphere on the tree of life, Tippereth. So this is like self-worth, self-esteem, personal power. The collective is being asked to activate that and release a misaligned energetic investment so they can enter either true union with another person or aligned purpose. And keep in mind, yes, I did ask in terms of personal relationships, but this can be anyone. It can be friends, family, a love interest. But I do believe that the people that we interact with in our lives are mirrors to us and what we need to know in order to grow and move forward. So, starting with the star, this is the collective energy, what you're in right now. This is a really beautiful place to be in right now. And you can be a man or a woman. By the way, when I say masculine and feminine energies, these are energies within everyone, regardless of gender. So, with the star, I saw the collective looking up in this purple robe. This is spiritual alignment to me, or you're searching for that. But for a lot of you, I see that you're already in this alignment energy. So you have this hope. You are feeling the stirrings of change in your life, and it's just starting from within. So you have this anticipation, this excitement. And this is really a beautiful energy. So you are actually being prepared for a higher level alignment, not just in love, yes, in love, but also soul level direction in your life. So what's supporting you? I got the Four of Cups. Usually this is a disenchantment card. You feel disconnected. But in this position, what I saw is the collective, like putting these puzzle pieces together, like this shadow and then this figure. This could be a situation, a person, a job in their life, also in shadow, and they kind of put those two pieces together. So it's like you're waking up to something that was emotionally unfulfilling to you. So this could be you're realizing you need to leave a situation or maybe a job, but you need to step away. In your subconscious, I got the King of Swords reversed. This is an energy that you would benefit from bringing to light. So bringing to your awareness is this King of Swords reverse energy. What this is saying is, it's not saying stop thinking, because the King of Swords is all about using the mind, using the intellect, rationalizing, and using that energy of the mind to step outside patterns or things in your life that are not working. So what I saw was an infinity loop, like a mental trap, almost like the Eight of Swords, with this reversed King of Swords card. So there's some way that you're using your mind in a way that's not being helpful. When the King of Swords is upright, it's actually a very beautiful energy. It's masculine energy, and it's all about using your mind and your thoughts as your ally. So there's a way to use this energy that does not seem or feel like you're beating yourself up in your own mind. So that's something that I see the collective could benefit from working through, whether it's researching how to combat intrusive thoughts or just use the mind to one's own benefit. There are ways to use it in a healthy way. In the recent past, I got the Eight of Pentacles and Page of Wands. So there was that initial spark. There was even those little efforts or things you did to build momentum with either a person or a job, a situation in your life that caused some sort of attachment. So this is inevitable as human beings. I feel any type of energy we're putting out there. So whether we're building something, whether we're spending time with someone, there is going to be a level of attachment created, unless you're like sitting like a monk sitting on a mountain, learning like the art of detachment. And there's nothing wrong with that if there's like monks watching this. But this is just saying that it's just part of the human experience, that where you invest your energy is where you grow roots. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong, I don't even want to say the word wrong, where that might hurt us is when we form these attachments with energies that don't fully have the capacity to return that back to us, and then it starts taking from our energy instead of giving to us. So that was in the recent past. In the recent future, I say recent in terms of 3 to 6 months. That's just how I read, but everyone like does it differently in tarot. For me, I'm going to say in the next 3 to 6 months, there's this energy of the King of Pentacles. And this is if you learn this lesson. To me, I also don't like the word lesson when other people use it. It kind of sounds condescending, like, oh, I need to learn a lesson. But no, I just say that because I'm not really sure what other word to use. I would say what your soul or what your mind, what your energy is tackling right now, in terms of, it's like a little mountain you're climbing. When you get to the top of that mountain, there's going to be a summit, there's going to be a payoff. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of a lesson. I'm going to get to that next. Back to the King of Pentacles in the future, recent future. This is stability. I'm actually seeing for a lot of you, there might be someone returning, or you're going to be attracting a new situation that fully supports you and is stable. A new job. Like, this could be anything. But for most of you, I am talking about love, because that is the intention I set when I got my visions and pulled this spread. So that is good news. But okay, and there's a journey to go through to get to this King of Pentacles energy, whether it's you making a lot of money, feeling like your job is giving back to you, feeling you're making what you deserve now, whether it's a person who is committed, who wants to build a life with you, whether it's just you and your own energy feeling secure. But I'm feeling for a lot of you it is another person or another job or another set of friends, but something that's largely like, it's going to give back to you so much. Like, it's going to support you. That's what I'm trying to say. So going here now to the lesson or the mountain you're climbing at this time. Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Death, and Empress reversed. So you're letting go. You're in the process right now of letting go of something that was not fulfilling, or it was not giving back to you. You may have been over giving to this situation or person, over giving up your heart with the Ace of Cups, with your passion, with your drive. And with the Empress reverse, that's just you kind of feeling defeated, drained, just not in your feminine personal power. Even if you're a man, this is like your creativity, your receptivity being thwarted, because something just wasn't giving back, and you have the Death here. So there's an end to that. That's like the current challenge you're being faced with. So the Five of Wands, this is in the advice position. So this is a super interesting, Five of Wands is usually like inner conflict, inner turmoil, competition, different energies competing for your attention. What this is saying for the advice, face, like, face up to the strife or the conflicts in your life right now and just face it head on, because you will overcome it. And I actually saw like someone pull out like a sword and they're doing like martial arts. I don't even know. I just saw them like using a sword, and there were people in front of them and they were like using this, I don't know, this crazy thing you see in movies to kind of outwit those people and like beat them with the sword. So there's something that you need to confront, and it's going to take effort. It's going to take really garnering your energy and facing this thing head on. I really like that image, by the way. Okay. So this is mastery through challenge. So you're actually transmuting obstacles into growth. With your environment, there's two different energies again. Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So there's one energy of someone who's detached, observing, not emotionally giving to you. This could be a person, or it could be the energy in some other area of life. The Ten of Pentacles, though, this is long-term fulfillment. This is showing you that in your environment right now, you actually have an option or things you can engage in physically that will lead you to this Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term stability, just having everything you could want. And that actually goes along with the King of Pentacles too, which I'm seeing for most of you as a person. Now, in your outcome position, at first I was getting the Nine of Swords, because the Death card being here in this mountain you need to climb, it's not an easy task. You might initially feel like you need to cry, you need to shed, you need to kind of just process these harder, more difficult feelings. But then after that, the payoff is going to be the Sun and the Six of Pentacles. The Sun is beautiful. This is purpose, alignment, joy, equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to go into, this was like the tarot part, but really quickly, I'm going to go into some of the visions I saw because they were really profound. So again, this is just feminine energy. You can be a man or a woman, but the feminine energy, in order to really have union in the romantic sense with another person, the feminine energy does need to strengthen and activate their solar plexus. I feel in my vision, I saw there's some souls that choose like a harder, more challenging path. There's some souls that choose, and I don't even feel like those are the correct words. It's just like these paths are different. So when someone tells you like advice or something, it could be way off for what your soul came here to do. So yes, listen to advice if you need to have some consolation, but take everything with a grain of salt, and try to connect with what is true for you. So some people I was seeing choose this path where they do meet people. Okay, you attract partners. You don't have a fully formed solar plexus, and this is not your fault, by the way. This could be due to trauma. This could be due to just having an early start in life that was kind of a setback, but it actually is your greatest power later on, and I'll explain why. With those souls that choose that trajectory, so what I saw is they initially tracked partners based on root chakra and something to do with the mind. I just saw, like, I won't explain everything there, but they attract those partners, but then there needs to be separations, or there needs to be this recalibration time where the feminine energy needs to work on her solar plexus. And what I saw after she does this is like this glowing, vibrating light in her solar plexus area, which is the seat of the soul, a lot of people say in esoteric traditions. And you can see this in the Tree of Life with Tiphereth, where that's like the center of the human being, because half of us is grounded here on earth. Half of us is has the potential to ascend. So the feminine needs to come back to self and build that self-worth, not through another person, not search through that love through another person, but through herself. What masculine energies do when they connect to the feminine energy that is going through this process and that needs that space to recalibrate, I saw the masculine energies like jumping over tables, like they were like warriors going into battle, like kind of like overcoming all of these obstacles while the feminine is going inside and recalibrating. And then I saw the masculine energy like grab a veil and come back after this whole like excursion, like crazy battle kind of thing. He comes back and puts it on the feminine's head after her solar plexus is like literally glowing, and that in turn makes all of her chakras glow as well. So that was a crazy vision where I just feel that, oh my god, I feel like I just saw something like run across my floor. Okay, sorry, I just got distracted. Okay, I don't know if that's a message, but anyway, so yeah, that's a symbol of spiritual alignment and ascension and true spiritual union. So the masculine energy cannot be there for the feminine until she integrates this, until she has a strong sense of self, which I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, like these masculines, they just disappear. But from what I saw, like the masculine energy has a lot of obstacles to overcome themselves, and there's more to do with like the real world physicality, obstacles that they're not easy. So both the feminine and masculine energies that choose this path, they do have insane obstacles to overcome. It's not easy for either one of them. So the feminine has to trust in her path and herself enough to have boundaries where necessary, to let go when necessary, because it's only when the feminine, and this is really hard as well, right? Because you're digging so deep and having this, to get this trust, this self-trust that is, it's almost something you have to go through, these obstacles to get through, like this reading is saying. And at the end, that's when the masculine energy can actually offer the feminine something. He can't offer the feminine something or have that true alignment if she is not in alignment with herself first. And that's such a generic thing that everyone says. But the vision was just so, like, the energy was just so crazy. The souls who choose that path, that is not an easy path. So I'm going to, before I end this video, I'm going to briefly describe these other paths I saw. I saw like some souls do choose kind of, I'm not going to say easier path, but it's like an interrelational path that is not full of strife as much. But it's because those souls actually have more of a community-driven, I wouldn't even say more. They just have a different mission. I'll put it that way. And I saw feminine energies just kind of aligning and being chosen by masculine energies who had their hearts already activated. And both of them just kind of fell in line and like started walking in the straight line. Like, it's just a different soul purpose. The soul purpose of this other group of souls that are choosing this activation process, their solar plexus was so bright because of the transmutation it takes to go through these really dark, heavy energies and come out into the other side. It was so bright that, and then I saw them ascending. So for these other group of souls, I didn't see them necessarily having the same brightness in their chakras, But that doesn't mean lesser or more. Like there's none of that language here. It's just that they're choosing a different mission. So this is a lot. This is what I have for you. If you want a personal reading with me, I do have my website up in the link below. And I hope you like this very multi-layered message.